Just when you thought the 2025 Formula 1 driver market was settled, a new twist emerges that could completely change the game. Carlos Sainz, the Ferrari star, finds himself at the center of this developing story, and let me tell you, it's a wild ride. The talented Spaniard had narrowed down his options for 2025 to Audi or Williams, but Alpine has now re-emerged as a serious candidate. The French team has presented Sainz with an intriguing proposition. They could potentially become a Mercedes engine customer, a move that has piqued his interest. This unexpected development has thrown a wrench into Sainz's plans, as he had hoped to make his decision before the summer break. However, the busy schedule and Alpine's sudden change of position have delayed the process. As Sainz navigates this complex situation, he's learned a valuable lesson about the political nature of Formula 1. "It has shown me that you really have to be on your toes," he said. "This sport can be tough, and you need to be extra alert to any potential agendas." With the British Grand Prix just around the corner, Sainz may decide on his future after the race, but he acknowledges that he may not have all the answers by then. One thing is certain, though, it's going to be a wild ride, and fans will be eagerly watching to see how this latest twist in the driver market saga unfolds. So, let's rewind a bit. Carlos Sainz, a 28-year-old Spaniard, had been eyeing a move away from Ferrari for the 2025 season, and it seemed like he had it all figured out. Audi and Williams were the front runners, two teams that were actively courting the talented driver. But just when Sainz was ready to make his decision, a curveball was thrown his way. Alpine, the French team he drove back in 2018, came knocking once again, and this time they have a pretty enticing proposition. Alpine is considering abandoning the current works engine program and switching to a Mercedes customer deal. Now, that might not sound like a big deal, but for Sainz, it's a game changer. The prospect of driving with a Mercedes power unit is something that has piqued his interest. "It's a really interesting option," Sainz admitted. Alpine becoming a Mercedes customer would definitely make them a more attractive proposition for 2025 and beyond. Now, you might be thinking, okay, so Sainz has a new option on the table. What's the big deal? Well, the timing of this twist is crucial. Sainz had hoped to make his decision on his future before the summer break, but with the current triple header in full swing, he's admitted that now is not the right time to fully consider his options. It's just been so busy, and with Alpine's sudden change of position, it's thrown a bit of a spanner in the works. Sainz explained, "I need to take a step back and really evaluate all the possibilities." The delay has been a learning experience for the Spaniard, who now realizes just how complex and ever-changing the world of Formula 1 driver contracts can be. "This sport can be tough, and you need to be extra alert to any potential agendas," Sainz said. "The negotiations have shown me that you really have to be on your toes." With the British Grand Prix just around the corner, Sainz may decide on his future after the race, but he acknowledges that he may not have all the answers by then. You see, Alpine's discussion with Mercedes are still in the early stages, and there are a lot of logistical elements to consider if they want to become a customer team. Mercedes is already committed to its works team and two other customer teams, Williams and McLaren in 2026, so they'll need some convincing to take on Alpine as well. "It's a complex situation," Sainz admitted. "There are a lot of moving parts, and I need to make sure I have a clear picture of what each option can offer me before I make a decision." And that's the thing, Sainz's rivals are waiting in the wings, ready to pounce on any opportunity that may arise. The timing of this twist couldn't be more crucial, as the driver market is a high-stakes game where every second counts. Now, you might be wondering, okay, but why should I care about all this drama? It's just one driver's contract, right? Well, my friend, the ripple effects of this twist could be felt throughout the entire Formula landscape. Sainz's decision will have a domino effect on the rest of the driver market, and it could even impact the balance of power within the sport. Think about it. If Sainz ends up at Alpine with a Mercedes power unit, that could shake up the competitive order. It could also open up a seat at Ferrari, which would be a highly sought-after opportunity. And let's not forget the impact on the other teams in the running. Audi and Williams were both hoping to secure Sainz's services, and this twist has thrown a wrench into their plans. They'll have to go back to the drawing board and reevaluate their option. This is the kind of drama that makes Formula 1 so captivating, isn't it? Just when you think you've got it all figured out, the sport throws you a curveball that completely changes the game. And that's the beauty of it, the unpredictability, the high-stakes negotiations, and the constant evolution of the driver market. It's a never-ending story that keeps us on the edge of our seats, wondering what's going to happen next. For Carlos Sainz, the latest twist in the Formula One driver market saga is just another chapter in his storied career. The talented Spaniard has navigated the complexities of the sport before, and he knows that to come out on top, he'll need to be sharp, strategic, and adaptable. It's tough, but that's what makes this sport so exciting, Sainz said. You have to be ready for anything, and you have to be willing to adapt on the fly. That's the challenge, and that's what keeps me coming back for more. The latest twist involves Alpine, the French team Sainz drove for in 2018. The team has presented Sainz with a tantalizing proposition. They could potentially become a Mercedes engine customer, a move that has piqued the Ferrari driver's interest. This unexpected development has thrown a wrench into Sainz's plans, and he had previously narrowed his options down to Audi or Williams. Sainz had hoped to make his decision before the summer break, but the busy schedule and Alpine's sudden change of position have delayed the process. It's just been so busy, and with Alpine's sudden change of position, it's thrown a bit of a spanner in the works, Sainz explained. I need to take a step back and really evaluate all the possibilities. With the British Grand Prix just around the corner, Sainz may decide on his future after the race, but he acknowledges that he may not have all the answers by then. One thing is certain though, it's going to be a wild ride, and fans will be eagerly watching to see how this latest twist in the driver market saga unfolds.